Hello everyone, welcome back to Doomlink's Random Hunts. It's been a few days since I last recorded, but it's been about a week since I was last in Freedom Unite. We've got a very good team together now for a G-rank Rajang, and this particular Rajang is a very strong one. When it comes to the G-rank Rajangs, I prefer to accept and quest with the event quest ones. But so essentially how it goes is that for actual regular G-rank quests, the only single Rajang that I'm aware of is the one that we're about to do. It's called Child of Destruction, and he's really frickin' strong. Now, normally I would gun the Child of Destruction, but I'm sort of, I don't know, wanting to hurt myself, wanting to annoy myself, wanting to suffer. So I'm going to go Greatsword with him, so we'll see how that goes. What I'm actually probably going to do is get a lot of traps on the go. So I'm going to not get rid of whetstones, I wanted to get rid of pickaxes because they don't really need to be in my inventory. But let's see what I can do here. So I have Pitfall and Shock. So flash bombs aren't going to be good for this fight, so I'll get rid of those. What about combo books? Okay, that's going to be good. Genprey Fangs or Genprey Fangs, whatever. So that's going to be... yes, that will do. Alright, let's get going. This quest is going to suck, but I'll do what I can. The key is not to get hit, seriously. He's not going to one-shot me, but it's going to hurt, so... oops. Don't really like the position of my microphone right now. I don't know why, but it's bothering me a little bit. Anyway, I would like to position it differently, but the thing is, I don't even know how I was positioning it before. Maybe what I was doing was swapping the position of my camera with my mic, maybe. I could give that a shot. Maybe after this hunt, I'll give that a shot. Because it does annoy me how my actual appearance here is being half covered by my gigantic microphone, so... I think I've gone the long way. Oh well. I honestly didn't realize at first that this was the old volcano, so... yeah. Tripping on my words at the moment. I did just wake up, but that's generally not an excuse. The weird thing is, I generally have better commentaries when I wake up, so I'm definitely not going to make that excuse. As you can see, he is, like, supercharged. That's how this works. Oh, God. Well, I'll see what I can do. Because I was a bit late getting to the head. So we're all running Greatsword because we're going to be... oh, jeez, I didn't even get the follow-up charge. I can't see anything. Terrible camera angles. But yeah, the idea is that we're all going to be trapping, I would say. Because it's even dangerous here for me to do this, but I think he's going to get in a trap soon. One thing when it comes to the connection in this game is that you really don't want to... oh shit! I'll have to go for the back legs then. Which is really not good for damage. But yeah, that's why we're all going for Greatswords right now. It's because we will be trapping a lot. Because otherwise you really don't want to fight this guy. What do you... just relax, man. Going raw is always an option. Probably would do more damage in the end, but I'm an elemental whore. No matter what, I love to run elemental. So I'll combine for my next trap soon. Can you stop with the pinging, you retard? It's just annoying. Like, we can all see the trap, just relax. I can get shit. Because of the frame loss there, the frame rate loss. Lower frame rate, whatever. It sort of causes a difficulty when it comes to actually getting off the charge, the secondary charge or whatever. It's not ideal when we're attacking from behind like this. It's not the best damage. But it's still alright damage. I'll get my trap on the go. So I will mention that this particular generation of Rajang is a lot easier than 4th gen. He disappeared for a full generation. He had no appearance whatsoever in 3rd generation. And when he came back in 4th generation, he was a lot harder. I don't know what the hell you're pinging for. Were you pinging for a heal? No idea. Anyway. This monster doesn't have a huge amount of health. He has more health, I think. But it's mainly the damage output that you need to watch out for. That's the big killer. And I think because you spend more time avoiding him and maybe getting hit by him and having to heal, your damage output is, or your DPS is generally lower, I suppose. Might give the illusion that he has a lot more health. I'm sure he has a bit more, but it's not that much more. Shit. That crazy change of camera angle made it look like I died there, but I don't think he can one-shot me. It would be damn close, but I don't think it would quite be there. Go for a level 2. And I missed it. So annoying. He's jumped into the, well, into there. I don't even know what that would be. The rock shelf. However you want to refer to that. He's leaving, I think, because he's jumping around and stuff. I think. Or not. He's just doing weird things. Which is typical of any monster in this game, to be honest. So we're not trapping, I guess, because we're waiting for Edry. It would be a bit of a waste to put a trap down without all 4 people taking advantage of the, I guess, Rajang stuck in one place. What are you pinging for now? Why? Why do you think no one has been putting down a trap? You clueless son of a bitch. This alpha guy, there's something, like, I don't know. And of course, the Rajang's gonna leave. Probably. Yeah, look at this. Frickin' idiot. What are you pinging for? To go that way? Okay, great. But the point is that you've literally waited until, like, more than 5 minutes. It must be 6 minutes or something. And now you put the trap down. It's like, God's sake. Some people just suck. I'm not very friendly, I know, but seriously, like, I don't have the patience for this shit. Alrighty. Objective cleared. Check that out. So 4 great swords at endgame G rank damage with those traps does a lot to this guy. So I was worried about having problems because I just... Times when I've fought the Child of Destruction in the past, those have been times where the team has not been so coordinated, but these people here are actually pretty decent. They play a lot. Atreus I've been playing with since I started, like, probably since the first day that I actually started playing this game on emulator. So he's been around for a while. But, yeah, that was a good hunt. Just doing friendship points. His has failed. So I'll just do mine. I don't know if we're doing any more Rajang after this. I'll double check to see what else is around. There are a lot of rooms up at the moment. There's a Lao Shad Lung, which I would not like to do. There was a G rank Kushala Deora quest up, but that is no longer up. It's weird, I'm having problems getting a train of thought going today. Sometimes I just have bad commentary days. I don't know what it is, but my train of thought just isn't moving, so kind of weird. So we've got 2 Commendation S, and pretty regular rewards, to be honest. Nothing too incredible. I would say that just generally his health is close to the same, if not only a little bit more than the regular G-rank Rajang, but the big thing is the damage output for sure. Fortunately, I didn't get hit. Actually, I did get hit once, but not by the really strong attack. So I didn't have to test out how much damage he was going to be doing to me. That's one good thing. I feel like I'm sitting at a weird angle because of my microphone here. That's what I said that I was going to do. I'm going to try and swap these around and just see how it looks. I'll be back in just a moment. Oh, it's the wrong thing that I've muted. I don't think this is going to work, to be honest. We'll just see what it looks like. I bet it's going to look like crap. This looks like crap because it's too much of a profile view. Like, I want to at least be a bit more like that. This sucks. It's technically a better position for my microphone, like it can be a little bit more off camera here. Not very much more. But as you can see, it's too much like looking at me from the side view. It's not nice. I don't like it very much. So I'm just going to go and travel home. So Atreus is going to head off to Portable Third. Idri's like, no. So, okay, relax. Anyways, so, yeah, I will be swapping these back in a moment. Just going to take this time to eat. Speed through this. But yeah, this bothers me. I mean, I could do this and then... This would be bizarre because my computer's over that way, but I'm facing this instead. But seriously, I don't really want to do that. I would prefer to actually be facing my computer. Anyway. Ooh, we're doing Teostra. Very nice. So I'm going to go to Guildhall 19. What would I like to use for that quest? Let me think. Teostra. What weapons do I need to use more of? The dual blades. Let's do that. Dragon, I guess. Dragon is slightly better than water in this game for Teostra. So we'll go with this. As long as it's not jump Teo, although if she wanted to do jump Teo, I'm sure she would have actually marked that in the room name. 19, I think. I'm going to also try to convince Treus to stay. Alrighty, so I'm going to go switch this crap over, and I'll be with you in just a moment. So, there we go. That will have to do for now. Alright, who the hell... Okay, I think Harmony is also Edry. So... But I think you guys would agree, even with the stupid microphone doing this, this is generally a better position. I prefer it anyway. So Edry obviously has 2 Freedom Unite characters. I've never really... This is going to be a mini rant. I've never been able to understand the people who choose to make 2 hunters in a Monster Hunter game. It just doesn't make any sense to me. Because basically you're spreading out, in my opinion, spreading thin the time that you put into the game. The only reason why you should ever make 2 characters is if one character is just completely maxed out. Like you've done every conceivable thing that you can do in that character and you want to play the game again. Because as you continue to play on that character, it feels like you're not really doing anything because everything's been done. But if you're not at that point yet, you should just continue playing on that same character so that all the time that you spend in the game is easily, I guess, you can see that time you've spent in one place. That's how it works to me, or how it works for me. And it doesn't really make sense from my perspective to actually... Like, for example, there was a friend of mine who was super behind all of us when we were playing World when it came out, and the reason why was because he chose to do 2 characters, one male, one female, and, like, I just don't understand that. Why would you choose to spend extra time just to be half as far behind? You're spending double the time and you're half as far behind. It's like, well, that doesn't really make any sense to me. Anyway. Oh, hi, Epidemic. Yeah, seeing Freedom Unite is nice in this particular resolution. It's 1080p, so it's very nice. But yeah, one female and one male character is generally why people make 2 characters, but I just don't understand the appeal. I understand that maybe you would really want to play as the other gender or something, but I've never really been able to work that out. Yeah, that makes sense, Epidemic. You know, that's okay. If you've actually fully maxed out a character, then that's a-okay. But I do see a lot of people choosing to make more than one character, even though, say, the first one that they made is still far from being maxed out. So I just think it's a bit of a shame. And I think you just have a lot less to show for it. Because if you've spent, say... Let's say you've spent a combined total of 800 hours and you've put 400 hours into each of those 2 characters. Instead of having a character that says you've spent 800 hours on that character, you've got 2 characters that say 400 hours. So, visually speaking, even though you can say, oh, I've got 400 on this character and 400 on this character, it's not the same. Because you're not able to see that consolidated number in one place. So, to me, it's spreading thin the time that you would allocate to this game. So, anyway. Don't know if anyone else is wanting to hunt this Teostra. Hopefully there are people. One for Teo. Oh, God. We're not hunting with 2 players, Edry. That's not happening. She's asking if we want to go 2-person. Now, if you weren't using fucking hunting horn, maybe I would consider it for the briefest moment, but I said only if you go damage. Yeah, seriously, hunting horn is not the kind of, if you're gonna go 2-man, you don't want one of them to be a hunting horn, because you'll be doing all the frickin' damage, put it that way. Well, even if you sold... Well, the thing is, you wouldn't be able to play online with us anyway, on PSP, because this is through a completely different online system. So... Unless you meant as far as getting your original character over. If you do still have your original character, then that would be really cool if you could bring that over. Yeah, this is in emulator, because this is the best way to play the game. Know how I'm playing the game right now? With this. So, I didn't even see if you could see that. I'll show you again just in case that wasn't obvious, but yeah. PS4 controller. So therefore, like, I'm not having to do the claw, I'm not doing this business. Like, I'm actually using both analog sticks here comfortably, and the game looks beautiful. So, yeah. What you're seeing right here is absolutely not possible, graphically speaking, on the PSP. There's just no way. You can't achieve this. That's why it looks so good. Like, how could the game look so good, really? It's 1080p and it's smooth as anything. Look at the icons here. Just look at these icons. They look amazing. So, yeah, it's not achievable on PSP. If I hooked up my PSP right now and showed you the difference, it would be, yeah, night and day, basically. It's called PPSSPP. I'll actually type it in the chat for you. Go and give it a download, and I would recommend that you sign up to Hunsterverse. Signing up to Hunsterverse is a little bit of a long process, but it's absolutely worth it when you do get it running, because there is a community of people playing Freedom Unite, Portable Third, and sort of a community playing Freedom 1. It's a much smaller community, but there are still people to hunt with in Freedom 1, if you are inclined to play that game. But anyway. It's a very good emulator as well. So, basically how Hunsterverse works is that it does have it has a VPN that you connect to through OpenVPN, and the PPSSPP emulator will then interact with both the OpenVPN and the Discord server Hunsterverse. It's very interesting how it works. It's basically like a fully dedicated online system in how it works. I can kick people from the room if I want, I can post quests, and it all exists within the chat. So it's pretty cool. Just confirming that no one else is wanting to hunt Teostra. Anyway, I'm going to check the YouTube chat because I do have a tendency to ignore the YouTube chat and I feel bad for doing that. See what's going on in there. Nothing. Good. It's not that I don't want people to talk in the YouTube chat, I just say good as far as, you know, I haven't been ignoring anyone. See if this Bacon person, there's someone in the chat called Bacon who might join us. Probably not, though. He typed the sentence, "Do we got the eggs?" I asked him, well, I didn't ask him specifically. Basically, he said, "Do we got the eggs?" I said, "No one for Teostra?" And he responded by saying, "Yeah, we got the eggs." I'm sure it's a reference to something, but I do not have the mental capacity to understand what he's talking about, so there you go. Where did I get the ROM? It would be more accurate to call it an ISO. ROMs are for older games. At this point you're running with ISOs. It's very easy to get the ISO file. It's just a matter of Googling it, to be honest with you. You can Google for whichever version of the game you would prefer. You could even do Monster Hunter Portable 2nd G if you wanted to, and then get an English patch and play that, because you'll have access to DLC that not everyone has access to. So you'll have Jump Teo and stuff like that. So, yeah. Actually, would you have access to that? Probably not, now that I think about it, because you can't actually get DLC unless you download it from an actual in-game, like, unless you've got the, what's it called again? The disc. It has a special name. The PSP discs. Anyway, we'll just call it a PSP disc. Unless you download it from that in your PSP onto that save file, you won't have actual DLC event quests and stuff. They're close for you? Yeah, that's fine. As long as you understand the difference, because the difference between a ROM file size and an ISO file size is the difference between a few megabytes and a few gigabytes. Okay, so that's why I think it's worthwhile making that distinction. Alright, let's go. Stuff it. Anyway. Kratos is annoying. So he had some other quest posted with no one in it. Then he removed that quest and created another quest with no one in it, instead of just joining us. What a shame. This is going to take a little while. It's probably going to be a 15-minute hunt at the very least. But we'll see how things go. Hopefully smoothly. Because, yeah. I don't think that Edry actually needs any stuff here. Just a fun hunt, she refers to it as. So yeah. Let's give it a shot. Edry should be doing a lot of damage. She's running the Black Fatalis long sword. And I would say that that will have some pretty good damage output. So, I do not... Okay, so because I am running Dragon, I can break the horns. I'm so used to running water, but to be honest, in this game it's better to run Dragon, I would say. Maybe even ice is better than water in this game. Although I can't be 100% sure. I can't remember the last time I went dual blades with this guy. This is a big TO, look at the size of him. That was not quite what I wanted. I was trying to roll out of the way of that. Alright, get out of there. So Edry's already dead, which is a great sign considering this is going to be about a 15-minute hunt. And we've already got one death. Not quite what I wanted, to be honest with you. Just going to go demonized now. That's dangerous. Keep away from that. I'll get like a few hits in here. Bringing Power Juice might have been a good thing to do. Oh, see how the geography actually pushed the frickin' Teostra into me? I absolutely hate that crap. Alright. Oh, head flinch. Slightly off target there. But yeah, Epidemic, if you can get that sorted, that would be really cool. I don't know if you've actually got your original save file anywhere, but that's very easy to carry over if you were able to get that. So with both of us attacking the head, yeah, we should be able to get some head flinches off relatively often. Just topping up my health here. There we go. Another head flinch. So we're both using weapon types that have a tendency to flinch other players. So it's good that we're together with these. It's very difficult to get out of the way of that. Absolutely hate the camera angles in this game, by the way. Very annoying. Because if you're up against a wall, it's just terrible. Head flange? No. I only got like one hit off there. Shouldn't expect too much. For the most part, I go Demon Dance with dual blades in the older games. But I'm generally not a Demon Dance greeter when it comes to dual blades in the later games. Because I find that they're a lot easier to use. There we go. There we go. Awesome. As long as we keep getting lots of head flinches like this, I think we're going to do pretty well in this hunt. Maybe even a little bit under 15 minutes if we're lucky. It's very difficult to judge the charging. Sometimes you think, oh, this frickin' wall! Absolutely terrible. That's the one thing that I just can't really abide when it comes to the older Monster Hunter games, is the camera angles with those walls. It's really terrible. Alright. I was hoping he would turn to me. Normally I would go high grade earplugs, but I find this set to be really good with dual blades. Because you need a lot of sharpness skills, I find. Well, you don't need them, but they're very helpful. Yeah. I don't like Teostra, by the way. But I would prefer to fight a Teostra than a Deora. I absolutely hate Deora. Deora, sorry. Deora. I sort of go back and forth between calling Kushala Deora Kushala and Deora. I don't know where the hell the Kush thing came from, but I did not hear anyone refer to Kushala in that way until Will came out. Never heard it. And it bothers the shit out of me. Can we get a head flinch? No, I'll get a claw in the face instead. Okay. I knew I was going to get hit by that. What I was going to say is, okay, let's try to roll out of the way, but I had no stamina. Would not have been able to do that. You prefer them over Chameleos? Chameleos is the easiest of all of the hunts, of course, but I suppose if you're talking about whether or not a hunt is fun, I would say Chameleos is one of the more boring hunts for sure. Old Chameleos is just a joke. Oh, thought it was yellow. In this game, you know whether or not to go in for the attack during that powder attack, based on whether it's red or yellow. Yellow means that it's just going to be explosions all over the place randomly, and red means that it'll be focused in close to Teostra. So... yeah, definitely, playing on emulator, look, I wasn't really a fan of the idea of playing this game emulated when I first thought of it. But it's not until you actually experience it that it just becomes obvious that this is the only way to play. So, yeah. Because not only are we talking about much better graphics, not only are we talking about smooth online, we're also talking about comfort. No claw, none of that. And to be honest, like, I'm very used to the claw. I don't mind using the claw. It's like second nature to me. It's how I started the Monster Hunter series. But there's absolutely no denying that this is more comfortable using a PS4 controller to play the game. Or using whatever controller you would prefer to play. Edry, come on. Let's be real. Like, FYI, I suck. Like, against Teostra. I'm not good with this monster. But, I kind of want to, go Ancient Potion. Let's Ancient Potion. This is, like, dodgy as fucking shit. Look at... okay, I dove there, mate. See, fucking Teostra is the biggest joke. Just doesn't leave you alone. Doesn't fucking leave you alone. Stupid monster. Anyway. Well, great. Shit hunt. And I generally hate two-manning. Just going to do the crying cat emote. Oh, so Kratos is probably on a quest. Let's just have a look and see what other quests are around. Well, no one's going to join this TO hunt, so I'm not going to do it again. I would switch to Portable Third, it's just that I've got everything set up as a Freedom Unite hunting thing here, so I'm going to stick with Freedom Unite for today. But I don't know if anyone is hunting Kid in at the moment. Oh, V3 might join. Although V3 absolutely hates Teostra. People posting terrible memes as well. The chat is active, it's just no one wants to join our frickin' room. Which is, a thing. I definitely do not like two-manning G-rank elders, it's not my thing. Anyway. of course, V3 isn't actually hunting. He has a tendency to talk in these hunting servers, or sorry, hunting channels, but doesn't actually want to hunt anything, so it's annoying. Yeah, nobody likes Teo. I certainly don't. He's such a bastard. Edry says she's going sicko mode. I don't know what the hell that means. I guess I'll have to check what she's running. Oh dear. What's she got? Oh, that's high-grade earplugs, I think. Not even, just regular earplugs. She's cycling for quests. Anyone for G-rank Teo? The problem is that when I'm live streaming here, it's better, obviously, to be able to get into consistent quests, but it's not always that easy in Hunsterverse. Activity can go up and down like crazy, and there was a lot of people, well, there were a lot of people playing when I started, and now less people are playing. But that can change in a heartbeat, so I would like things to go a bit more swiftly than this. But I suppose it's not much better than, say, 3 Ultimate. Because 3 Ultimate, as you should be aware, takes a long time to get into a hunt, every single time. Just because of how slow people are to get ready and stuff. Sticking with dual blades. Could go longsword. I do have a dragon longsword, but I don't want to use the longsword any more than I already have. Oh, God. I'm not going with 2 people again. It's not happening. Anyway. It's going to be worthwhile to sit here waiting for another person, I think. Just so that the hunt goes a little bit more smoothly. Because obviously the more distractions you have in the hunt, the better. Did we even have our cats there? I don't think we did. So... there are definitely a lot of people playing right now, but no one wants to hunt with us. In terms of the rooms that I have available to me, there's a low rank missions room, there's a kid-in room. I have got no idea what level kid-in that is. There's a full room which is doing Lao Shan Lung. And then there's our room. So, and ours has been up for the longest. 22 minutes by now. This Kratos guy is annoying. Maybe he's not even at G rank level. It's very annoying when people make rooms and they don't actually specify the rank of the quest that they're wanting to do. That could be a freaking low rank Kieran. No one would know. That's right, cats are only for taunting. Which I think is very useful. Because it just gives you an opportunity to attack the monster when the monster's not actually trying to hit you. So... I don't want to two-man. Ugh. I just said that I really don't like two-manning G Elders, it sucks. Just because of the time allocation. It's a bit of a long hunt. So... there was a time when more people were playing Freedom Unite than Portable Third, but I think that it's swapped now. Okay, so Goddrag's coming. Awesome. I think Edry typoed. She said, well, it's run. I think she meant, well, it's fun. There's nothing fun about Alright, we're back up, I think. Jeez. I don't know what happened there. I've got no idea if that's going to create two... That's annoying. So hopefully I was able to reinitiate the live stream before it would go and create two saved recordings on YouTube. Hopefully. Damn it. What's going on with OpenVPN? Why have I got a Twitch ad playing? Bugger off. Is that Sekiro? I think that's Sekiro. I think I have an ad for Sekiro. It looks a lot like Neo, so I'm guessing it's Sekiro. Anyway, I need to reconnect to OpenVPN. I don't know what the hell happened. But it's annoying. OBS just lost connection, and I think that OpenVPN was also having problems, so I've got no idea. What can I do? This is not one of my better live streams for the simple reason that I've been quite unlucky with people playing. And there's also the fact that I just had this connection issue. So we'll see how it goes. I will be very, very annoyed if it does. I don't even know if it's an internet hiccup, to be honest, because that happens extremely rarely, so... Why are you going hunting horn? Because we have a third person coming? Basically what she's saying is, well, if we've got another person coming, then we'll be able to have two people doing damage and I'll just do nothing. I don't think there is ever a reason to use a hunting horn unless you've got 4 people on your team. So Godrag is just choosing what weapon he's going to use. Why would you use Kirin for the element? This is Teostra. I'm just gonna let him know. Oh, he means Kirin in terms of an armor set, because he said Kirin for the element plus. So, makes sense. I don't actually mind using the hunting horn in Freedom Unite, but, you know, the hunting horn has... There's a time and a place for you to be using the hunting horn, and as far as I'm concerned, it's like... Unless you've got a full team of 4, there's just no reason to use it, because otherwise it's just a waste, in my opinion. I'm going to see if the live stream has reset. I really hope that it hasn't. Awesome, it hasn't reset because it said that I started streaming 43 minutes ago. So therefore, it should create one archived video. The last thing I want is to have 2 separate archived videos for one live stream. That would be extremely annoying. Alright, cool. Things are going smoothly again. Now let's start frickin' hunting because this is annoying me. God. I think we're ready to go. Let's do it. It does technically have good raw, but the motion value sucks. So, that's how horns work. And yeah, I don't really mind having songs taking longer to play. Oh, fuck off! Damn it! I don't think that's my fault. This happens from time to time. Jesus Christ. So both of us had a communications error. So the annoying thing here is that Godrag has to sit. Yuria is Godrag, by the way. Maybe I'll just refer to him as Yuria, just for the sake of not confusing people. But Yuria now has to sit through a long loading screen before it is shown to him that we've both disconnected. So that's annoying. Now, obviously anyone who played Freedom Unite in the old days on Ad Hoc Party or X-Link Kai is very much aware of how bizarre the online play can be. It is a lot smoother in Hunsterverse, but things can still go wrong. Generally because of phone users, like people who use the mobile version of the PPSSP emulator through Hunsterverse, their connection kind of sucks. So, yeah. Anyway. As you can see, Yuria is still on the quest because he had to sit through a long loading screen, so... one good thing about a communications error is that it doesn't actually... It doesn't count as you having been on the quest, so therefore you don't have to re-eat or anything like that. Re-eat? It's a weird way to refer to it. You can buy Unite for iOS, but I don't know if it's actually compatible with Hunsterverse, which is the whole idea. So, like, if you were to play it on iOS, maybe there is a community of people that you can play online with in iOS. I've actually got no idea, so... But yeah. Oh, it has its own servers. Fair enough. I had no idea. But fortunately, we do have this to play online with. Don't have to resort to playing the game on phone. Which is terrible. Absolutely terrible. When Unite came out for iOS, I was just laughing. But anyway, not everyone can get it on iOS, and I'm going to tell you why. It's because not everyone has an iPhone. Myself included. So... That no audio jack is a big deal breaker for me, so... I'm really annoyed that Edry is running Hunting Horn right now, but what can I say? Is she even going to play songs? If we can get a KO, that would be pretty good. As you can see, I'm losing a lot of health here because of Teostra's Flame Aura. Kind of annoying. Oh, you still have the jack, that's good. Yeah, my last iPhone was an iPhone 5S, I think. Oh, God. But yeah, I stopped running iPhone. I always used to jailbreak my iPhones since the 3. And that always worked out well for me. But I would never actually want to use an iPhone stock. It sucks, in my opinion. This is really pissing me off. This will definitely be my last Teostra. I'm not doing another one after this. You know, the amount of frustration I'm feeling for you right now is really intense, Edry. Because the last thing I need from you, when you're not doing any damage, is to be launched. So, yeah. I do have a problem with Hunting Horn players when they choose to use it. I mean, yeah, you got a KO off, great. So about that KO, you literally just launch the damage dealer away from the monster during the KO. Ignorant person. Yeah, I don't know why I'm following through with the TO. I think the reason why is because there's nothing else to do. As I said, the number of people playing right now is a bit low. But I'm just glad that we were able to get a third person. So hopefully Edry will want to change monsters after this. I probably need TO stuff as well, you know. So it'll probably be within my best interests to actually fight him. That claw really has some reach. As you would expect. Yeah, that is its second function for sure. Throwing people, knocking people, launching people. It's just so insulting because it's like when someone upswings you with a greatsword. It's like, well, you just sent me flying just to do an attack that barely does any damage, you know. It's the same with the hunting horn, except every attack. So, like, if you're not going to do any damage, at least don't disrupt the team, you know. At least with the longsword, when you're being tripped in the name of good damage, because the longsword is pretty good for a damage-dealing weapon. It's not the case with the hunting horn. Just getting whatever damage I can here. It's good to aim for the head, but can't always rely on the head flinches. Because obviously it is dangerous to always be aiming for the head. Of course, for those who are not familiar, the Teostra did not get his supernova attack until Monster Hunter 4. So, just generally speaking, I would say that all of the monsters that were brought back from this generation into 4th generation were made harder. It's just part of evolving the monsters. Gives them more to deal with. Or gives you more to deal with when it comes to them and their attacks. So I'm guessing that you're not able to get your original save back, which is a shame. In terms of what to use, I couldn't really recommend anything. Everything feels bad to use in this game, to be honest, except for guns. At least in my opinion. Bow feels alright, because bow has always felt the same, to be honest. It's always a little bit clunky. I've got the hunting horn in my face. Well, I suppose 2 KOs is pretty reasonable. I can't deny that. Yes. Spread is pretty good in this game. At least I have been. I've had a lot of success with spread bow. I think we just got, no, not a head flinch. That's a shame. But yeah, I mean, if you want to go bow, I'd recommend that. That's pretty fun. I've had some good fun with bow. But I want to focus on sword and shield and dual blades for the moment, just so that I can get my weapon usage up in those areas. I think we just broke the horns. There we go. Got a full demon dance off on the head there. To be honest, it's kind of a slow... Well, not a slow, sorry, a short knockdown for breaking the horns. Trying to get a demon dance off on the head. Head flinch? Yep. Nice. Trying to get around these wings. For no real benefit, because I just got clawed out of the area. Very frustrating. I'll probably do another hunt after this though. Don't know which one it will be though. Yes. Wings are annoying. Especially when you get trapped in them when... I think I've been trapped in Elatrion's wings when he's gone to sleep before. Which is very annoying. That's gonna... Oh no. That was the better attack for Teo to do this time. I'm bouncing with white sharpness, this is annoying me. It's easy for me to sharpen up to purple, it's just that I'd rather spend that time doing damage, you know. Because even with Razor Sharp, Sharpness +1, all of that business, it is still going to drop me down to white really fast. And I love being raw charged like that, it's so good. It's my favourite thing. Yeah, it's annoying. Ooh, at least I didn't get caught in that attack. was funny because in my previous recording of Freedom Unite, I think I was saying, oh, I don't have Thunder Dual Blades, but I was being stupid. I was only looking at my Rarity 10 Dual Blades. I have all elements for Dual Blades. Yeah. Well, Basarios and Gravios are just awful when it comes to that. Because the raw lasts for so long, or at least the you being stuck in one place lasts for a long time, which is annoying. Time to sharpen up. That's true. Although I really don't like using Lance in this game. Lance only really became worthwhile when counters were introduced in Monster Hunter Tri, in my opinion. Before that point it was just annoying because, like, how am I supposed to be able to shield mid-combo? I can't, so you're either attacking or you're not. I just don't find it worthwhile to use it. I do use it from time to time, I might even use it next hunt. But seriously, it's not one of my preferred weapon types in this generation. Even when the Lance is good with counters, I don't use it that much, because its lack of mobility does bother me. The Gun Lance is pretty good in this game in terms of damage output, it's one of the better ones. Gun Lance and Longsword are the two most, I guess, damaging weapon types in this game. Technically Hammer as well, but that's very dependent on your skill with it. But if you're really good with the Hammer in this game, you'll just wreck everything. It's just that the Hammer is difficult to use in this game for me because it feels really, really limited, really, really rigid. So, may as well sharpen up. As you can see, even with 3 people, this quest does take a little bit of time. We will probably hit the 15-minute mark, most likely. At least we've broken the horns. Because I do tend to need hard horns. Oh, come on. Random explosion. Starting to run out of potions. Because of course this monster does do a bit of damage. I'm good with the hammer in the other games, it's really uncomfortable for me to use in this game because I'm used to the fluidity of it in the other games. It is absolutely not fluid in this game. Fucking hunting horn. Like, come on. I understand that the super pound with the hunting horn is like the only attack that does damage, but seriously. I might just noob carve this. The reason why I noob carve is because otherwise I'll just forget about it, seriously. That's why I do that. It's not because, oh, I need it now, it's because, like, I'll forget. I always do that. Especially mid-hunt. It's likely that Teostra will die in this area, so it's a bit different, but if it's earlier on in the hunt, and the monster leaves the area, I'll just never remember to carve. It just doesn't happen. Because I'm usually too focused on the hunt. Oh yeah, that's true. Jen does actually put a marker on the tail. But if you can believe it, I forget even then. So, I'm useless, basically. Unless I actually want something specific from the tail, I probably won't remember to use it. Oh, sorry, remember to carve it. Use it. I'll use your tail. I guess use it for my benefit, as far as carving it, yeah. Makes sense. I think I'm gonna get hit with an explosion. Let's dive, just in case. Surely we are close to killing this bastard. Oh, it wasn't in Gen. Just Generation's Ultimate and Double Cross. I don't remember what was in Generations and Generations Ultimate, like in terms of the difference between those two games, I just don't know, because I barely played the first Generations game, and I have absolutely no memory of it really, so... As far as I'm concerned, Double Cross and Generations Ultimate is the same game, so... Now, admittedly, Edry has done a good job with the Hunting Horn. That's 3 KOs on her own, so that's pretty decent. But in the process of that, she has knocked us away from the head a few times, which is not ideal. Is it worthwhile? I don't know. Probably not. Not with her damage. Ha! Yeah, don't write an essay. Those two games are not really on my priority list. Although I would like to play more Generations Ultimate. Of course, the one thing that stops me, as I have mentioned before, is the whole villager request system, which has been confusing me, so... yeah. Maybe there will be better guides out there one day. More complete guides. And once there are, I'll be able to actually continue with that game. Whew. See, I was actually aiming to get away that entire time, but I didn't have the stamina to roll, so I ended up getting hit by that stupid claw. Well, Epidemic, unfortunately I do need to do the requests because I need the Grand Tokar armor. So, you're quite wrong about that. There are certain armor sets that need to be unlocked by doing the villager requests, and there are a few of those for me that I want. And when it comes to the Grand Tokar armor, I cannot work out how to make it. It's a fucking nightmare. Because I can make the... like, I have the high rank version. Because, you know, it's easy to get that. But then the confusing part is that you get the high rank version in Yukima, but you get the G rank version in Poke, I think. Or at least through that villager request system. It's an absolute frickin' nightmare. Like, ugh. Anyway. So that is Teostra dead. Did take 5 minutes, 15 minutes in the end. Would have been nice if it took 5 minutes. I'd be absolutely down for that. Ugh. So hopefully a different quest will be next. Ah. What's Mimir hunting? He's doing high rank though. Yeah. High rank Rathalos. It's called the King's Domain. Oh dear. At least we've finally got a slayed Teostra. Goddrag is saying that that was easy. Yes, easy, but not quick. I would prefer for it to go a little bit faster than that, personally. I have not been checking the YouTube chat. Fortunately, no one has been talking. Anyway. What have we got? Horn Plus. Not too impressed with that. So I'm just going to take... God, I got a bit of high rank stuff there. But money is good. What I really wanted was a big Elder Dragon gem. I need... or Dragon Jewel. I just needed one more for my Daora Lance, I think. Got a big Elder Dragon bone. Ooh. Let's put this away. Going to have to go and collect some honey at the Poke Farm. I've been really neglecting to do that lately. So we'll do that now. And we may as well Gold Cat Hammer while we're at it, but I'm going to collect some mushrooms first. I'm asking what next, with the intention of not doing Teostra again. Because seriously, I'm not in the mood for that. Alright, Gold Cat Hammer. Let's do it. come on. That was perfect timing, but see, it's still not good enough. Like, that was right when the flash happened. Stupid game. Anyway. I hate this game. It's my least favourite. So God Drag only helped because it was G-rank Teostra. So I guess he doesn't really want to do anything else. And 2 people could have ended badly. Well, it did end badly the first time. Anyway. We'll see what other people are hunting again. So there's a high rank Rathalos. There's a room for only low rank, and then there's our room, which is still called GTO. Yeah, this is definitely not a good day for hunting. Should have done Portable Third instead, but that's alright. Obviously I do enjoy playing Unite, and generally speaking I would rather play Unite than Portable Third these days. But trying to get consistent players is a little hard, sadly. There's really nothing going on. Well, just based on the fact that there's not really much going on in Unite at the moment, I think I'm going to go ahead and just end the live stream for now. I would have liked to have done more in this live stream, spent less time, you know, sitting in rooms hoping to get into hunts. But I hope you enjoyed either way. Thanks for tuning in, Epidemic. I'll probably do Portable 30 either tomorrow or the day after. And for now, I'll catch you later. Bye bye.